Hello, this is Roger Shouse, and this is Jumpstart Rewind. This is part of our Heaven Bound podcast family. Luke chapter 10, verse 41 and 42. But the Lord answered and said to her, Martha, Martha, you are worried and bothered about so many things, but only one thing is necessary, for Mary has chosen the good part, which shall not be taken away from her. Oh, Martha, she doesn't come off well in this passage. She gets the double repeating of her name, Martha, Martha, by the Lord. The emphasis is to grab her attention. Jesus and the apostles, 13 guests, show up. Common decency and hospitality would offer them something to eat. Martha's in the kitchen, and Mary is sitting at Jesus' feet. While the food is cooking, so is Martha's attitude and spirit, especially toward her sister Mary. Why is she sitting when there are all these guests to feed? Why won't she step in and help me? I expect there were a few stern stares from Martha to Mary. Maybe she waved her hands a couple of times, banged a pan, cleared her throat loudly. Nothing would move Mary. When she had all that she could take, Martha interrupts Jesus with this demand, tell Mary to help me. Martha often gets a lot of criticism. It wasn't the serving of guests that was wrong. This was not sinful. Later on, we find her again serving Jesus. She was wearing the apron of a servant. The Lord had talked about that often. But poor Martha was worried and bothered about so many things. One can imagine. Are the biscuits done? Still have to cut up some veggies. Time to turn the meat over. Need to get more water. Running. She is trying so hard to please the Lord. And this lesson falls ever so gently into our laps and our times today. How does one be a Mary in a Martha world? So many things to get done. So much to worry about. So many distractions. Stressed, running, trying to please the Lord, trying to please the church, trying to please the family, trying to please the in-laws, trying to please the boss. The only one who's not pleased is ourselves. Tired, ragged, worn out, feeling discouraged because no one else is helping out. Feeling like you're the only one who does anything. Work, school, taking care of family, teaching Bible class, running the kids to every kind of practice in existence. Feeling pressured to get the house ready for the holidays, knowing that these things have to be done ahead of time. And so in the back of our minds, we hear, Martha, Martha, you're worried about so many other things. How do you be a Mary in a Martha world? Is it even possible these days? First, stop trying to impress others and please others. I think this is one of Martha's issues. The Lord didn't need a feast. The Lord was simple. He would have enjoyed the snack of a poor boy that consisted of barley crackers and dried fish. So your house isn't decorated like you see in the magazines. So what? So others do more than you do. So drop the spirit of competition and trying to outdo and be the best. The Lord and his apostles were not on the brink of starvation. If the Lord could feed 5,000, he could have provided food for that small crowd in Martha's house. What impresses God is not what we accomplish, but our faith in him. Come, sit at his feet, even though you don't have dinner cooked. Come, sit at his feet, even though the house isn't clean. Come, sit at his feet, even though there are toys scattered about on the floor. Come, sit at his feet, even though the yard needs to be mowed and the leaves need to be raked. There are always things to be done. You will never get every item on your to-do list checked off. Never. The spiritual is always greater than the physical. The spiritual food given to us by the Lord does us so much more good than the physical food. Secondly, Jesus says to Martha, only one thing is necessary. That can be looked at in two different directions. The most obvious is that Mary has chosen the good part. That is what is necessary. But it can also refer to what Martha was doing. You don't need to cook a feast, just cook one thing. One thing is necessary. That's a tough lesson in these days. I keep a jar of M&Ms on my office desk. The little ones in church will ask me for some Mimmies. I'll take them to their mothers, and sometimes mom will hold up 1 or 2 fingers. Only 1 or 2 M&Ms. That's all she wants them to have. The child runs ahead of me into my office, eyes as big as saucers, and he wants to grab a handful. One thing is necessary. Picking one is hard. Knowing what is necessary is hard. We tend to squeeze just about anything and everything into that one thing column, and the result is being worried, distracted, and bothered. One thing is necessary. You think about that at the judgment. Will the Lord care that you got your oil changed in your car every 3,000 miles? How about being diligent to fertilize your yard? How about going to the dentist every 6 months? One thing is necessary. More than anything else, it's walking with Jesus all the way to heaven. Today, tomorrow, and forever being with the Lord. The house may not look what you think it should. Keeping up with the latest and the greatest and the newest may not be where it should be. What matters is that one thing is necessary. Martha, Martha, or should I rather say, Roger, Roger, why are you worried and bothered about so many things? Let them go. Don't get distracted. Keep your eyes on Jesus. It is possible to be a Mary in a Martha world. Thank you so much for listening.